2020 has been somewhat of a tumultuous year, wouldn't you say? But the one upside I can see is that I got to play loads of games. Hi guys, thanks for tuning in to YakWaxLips. My name is Michael, your point-and-click adventurer, and in today's episode we are looking at the top 7 games of the year. Why 7? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But here they are. If this is your first time here, I create only adventure game content from the old school games like Broken Sword and Monkey Island through to brand new games like the ones on this list. So if that sounds like your bag, please make sure that you hit subscribe, the little notification bell, and give me a big thumbs up by hitting the like too. Thanks very much. At number 7 we have Willie Morgan and the Curse of Bone Town. Willie Morgan comes from Imaginary Lab and came out in the summer sometime. I completed it in one huge sitting, mainly because the story really gripped me in. I wish there was a few more people that peppered this world, but Willie and the story itself was really fun to get to know. It's left on somewhat of a cliffhanger as well, so I'm hoping that the developers are working on Willy 2 now. Dude, Where Is My Beer comes in at number 6. A complete contrast to Willie Morgan, this game was difficult. Some of the puzzles were, I wouldn't say moon logic, but it took a few reaches for me to get through some puzzles. But you take that away and it was a really fun and again beautiful, striking game. It is the first game from the developers Arik Zarabian and Edu Brenes, and I hope that they're going to be working on a sequel because again, like Willie Morgan, it does end on somewhat of a cliffhanger. Into the top 5 now, and at number 5 is the sequel I was waiting for 26 years, Beyond the Steel Sky. Beyond the Steel Sky sees us pick up 10 years after Beneath the Steel Sky. In the original, Robert Foster with his robot buddy Joey trying to escape from Union City, and in this game they role reverse. So Robert is trying to infiltrate Union City to find a kidnapped child. It's completely different art style from the original, there's no pixels here, it's all 3D. And apart from a few buggy issues, the story had me gripped from start to finish. It was also really good to see some characters from the old game too. At number 4 we have The Hand of Glory from Madit Entertainment. This was a game that I've been following since 2019, so I was delighted that I finally got to play it in June this year. The first part of it took me about 10 hours to get through. But the game is so huge it got split in half, so the first game came in June and the second part has only just released at the beginning of December. We play as Lazarus Bundy and we're a detective on the case of a killer. So even though I haven't even finished it yet, it's still number 4 because it was great fun. I love Lazarus Bundy. The aesthetic, the story, it weaves in and out of things seamlessly. There are a few very difficult puzzles which I had to lean towards the walkthrough for, but the rest of the puzzles, the dialogue, it's really good fun. It harks back to Broken Sword a lot with quite a few references in there, but I don't care, it's really good. At number 3 on my list is Oniria Crime from Colmos Studios. This is a very unique game where there's only really 6 scenes, and the idea is that we are in a dream, but there's loads of crimes being committed, so we have to figure out why they're being committed and who's doing it. But to do this, we just look at objects in the room and interview the objects. It sounds weird, but it works very well. I was absolutely hooked on this game, and even at the really hard bits where at some games I might have given in or turned to a walkthrough, I persevered and I'm very glad I did. It's added up a notch because of the ingenious use of a QR code. If you haven't played it, you need to play it. Just coming up short of pole position, number 2 is Chicken Police from The Wild Gentleman. If you say the words Chicken Police, it just sounds like a good game, and it is an excellent game. We are a chicken, and we are in the police. Add into the fact that it's got a classic jazz soundtrack, it's completely black and white apart from a few touches of red, and that it's set in the 40s, and you have a basis of a fantastic game. On top of that basis, add a brilliant story, fantastic voice acting, and intuitive controls, and it's so close to being my number 1 game. Even though I know what the story is, this is a game that I could go back and play again. Before I reveal my number 1 game of the year, please let me know your games of the year in the comments below, and whilst you're down there, please give this video a like, I really appreciate it. And after all that, all of the games that I've played this year, my favourite is Roki from Polygon Treehouse. In Roki we play as Tove, and she's recently lost her mother, so she's kind of single-handedly looking after her brother Lars. Her dad seems to be in a depressive funk, and so it's just her. Suddenly, let's throw into the mix a massive monster. Why not? Cue monster, cue terror, cue Lars being stolen, and a kidnapping adventure begins. The locations here and the artwork are second to none. It's a ginormous, immersive world, which I spent about 15 hours to complete. The music's fantastic, the story's fantastic, the art is fantastic, and this is why it's my #1 game of the year. I have reviews for pretty much all of these games and more in my game review playlist, which I'm going to leave in the description. And again, if I've missed any games here, please let me know because I'm always looking for games to play. Thanks for watching this, guys. I hope 2021 is a better year for all, and until next time, take care.